Hello everyone and welcome back to another plan with me. Thank you for joining me. For this week I'm using a kit by Miss and Meow. I cannot for the life of me think what it's called, but the main box says Home Sweet Home, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that's possibly the name of the kit, but I'm really sorry, I don't remember. She isn't open at the moment anyway, so if it is a kit that you like, it's worth checking back in. I think she's opening later in January, so it might be worth checking back in later in the month into her shop if this is a kit that you like, because she's releasing she released a new format on Black Friday, so she'll probably be releasing a bunch of kits, either previous clip art or new clip art, in her new format, so it's definitely worth checking back. Sorry if I sound really weird. I feel like I'm sort of on that cusp of a cold. I don't quite have a cold yet, but I just feel like I'm starting to get that kind of nasally sound. So apologies if that is really irritating, but I don't quite know what's going on. So this kit is absolutely beautiful. The colours, you've got sort of the soft pinks, the soft purples, the soft yellow, almost cream colours, and I'm just obsessed with the entire thing. So for this week, again, I really don't do date cover deco in terms of like taking each individual piece and you know, zhuzhing it up or anything like that, but I just thought I do quite like having something along the top. I don't know, I like it being bare with nothing, but then sometimes, we've all been there, you just like to add a little bit of extra to it. So this was my way of doing that, just sort of having some foil and some floral deco cascading down. Something you will notice, possibly as the spread goes on, I thought that this kit was silver. I don't know how I thought that, because it is so clearly gold, but it took me until Thursday, I believe, to cotton on that I was using completely the wrong foil. I don't know if it's because I don't usually do like the I know some people when they're doing plan with me is kind of lift the page a little bit to get the foil shots throughout the spread, throughout the plan with me's. I don't really do that because it doesn't, I don't know, that's not something that I do, so I just didn't pick up on it. It's really irritating because I hate having mixed foil spreads, but for this week everything that isn't in the kit is silver. So my month corner, all of the fancy boxes that I pulled in, all of the icons, all of the deco, all of the dividers, absolutely everything that I have pulled in is silver, and I was absolutely kicking myself because I just don't understand how. I don't know if I was choosing between two kits and one of them was silver, and then when I started laying it down, I thought it was that kit. I don't know, but it's really annoying. But obviously once I got to Thursday, I was not about to pull everything up. Excuse me, sorry, big yawn there. I was not about to pull everything up and start from scratch. So it hurts my soul a little bit knowing that I did that. But I also had to then carry it on throughout the week because I couldn't have a mix of silver and gold until Thursday, and then only gold from Friday to the weekend. So it's a silver and gold foil spread. But there we go. So yeah, you can see the begin of my demise, knowing that on Thursday I'm going to be absolutely kicking myself. So this was just my month corner. I'm pretty sure that script is from Honey Inked. I haven't seen them in her shop again, to be honest, so I don't know if she just releases them now and again or if she's taken them out of her shop, but they're not there anymore. I pulled in a scallop circle from Miss and Meow that I bought separately. She does them in foil as well. And obviously I pulled in all 4 of the scallop circles that were in the kit because I have to. It's like with the Crafts by Towie half lace, well, and now actually her full lace circles, I just have to pull them in. I love them so much. I can't not. There won't be a spread that goes by where, unless I've ripped a sticker, that I will not pull in all 4. I have to. I just absolutely love them. They are gorgeous and perfect. And yeah. And actually ever since ages ago now, Tay of Shante Plans, she pointed out when you use these circles from the kit, you can cover the bow, because actually it can be quite difficult to place your icons and also take into account the bow that's on the scallop circle. So now I always do that without fail. I think it's such an excellent tip. I just put the icon over the bow, or the florals over the bow and then the icon over the floral, or whatever it is, and it's just so much of a cleaner, neater look. So I'm so happy that it's just so nice that people can share little tips and tricks like that, because then they help you kind of hone in your own overall spread look that you're going for. And it's just really nice that people can share things like that to help you sort of pick up on things that can improve the overall look of your spreads. So this week was a really exciting week. On Monday, first of all, sorry, in my sidebar, I've used a Fashion Girl from Red Lyrics. I have used some florals from the kit, and then the sort of little dots and the piece of floral deco that I've put in there is from Honey Inked. This whole week was really exciting. So basically, I'll go through the plans as I'm planning, as I'm laying down the spread anyway, but just as an overall exciting thing, we have chosen our puppy. I cannot quite believe it. The week before this, I think I said in my previous plan with me, we'd started much more seriously looking at dogs. The plan had always been that we would get a dog as soon as possible after we got back from our honeymoon in November, because that was, a big holiday. My husband just wanted some time in the house because we moved into the house in June of last year. So he just wanted some time for us to kind of enjoy the house together before we take on the responsibility for a dog. So our agreement was always, once we got back from the honeymoon, we would seriously look, and at any point after we return, a dog's going to appear in the house. We tried everything. So first of all, I was desperate, absolute desperate for a sausage dog, and I still am. I really want to be a sausage dog mum one day. But actually, as a breed, for how our lives are right now, it just wouldn't work. It just would not work. And we would be very conscious they can be prone to barking, and just where we live right now, I think that would be quite inconsiderate if we were to get a dog that was prone to barking, because it would wind up the neighbours. And I just, I'd read a lot about them having issues with separation anxiety. We both work full time, so we need to be able to, my manager's going to be really flexible with my working time so that I can be at home more. But it certainly was never going to be a possibility to be home full time. So that was pretty much ruled out for us. Then we looked into rescues. However, a lot, and this is like 99% of dogs that are available to rescue, either have to be homed with another dog that's already trained, or you have to have very specific working hours for them to even consider you, even though I will love that dog and I will put in all the time and all the hours into training it that I can. We just wouldn't have even been considered because of the jobs that we both have, the commitments that we both have, and the fact that we don't already have one trained dog in the house. So everything was working against us. I was looking at every single dog shelter that was within like an hour and a half's radius of where we live, and there was just nothing. I put out feelers to a couple of people when I saw a couple of dogs that looked like they'd be suitable come up, and they were just saying, oh, sorry, we have to consider other people first because the arrangements aren't really fit for the dogs we have. So that was just heartbreaking. I was like, this is going to go on forever, because our circumstances aren't going to change anytime soon. So then we what's the word I'm thinking of? We sort of had another discussion on, okay, this isn't going to work, so let's rethink what we're going to do here. Keeping in mind, my husband is not a dog person, he's a cat person. So all of these conversations are very much had from I'm obsessed and have always wanted a dog and have never had a dog. So, he's fully on board with the fact that I'm having a dog, but it's not our dog. It's very much my dog. And he will, assist where necessary, but it's not, the responsibility isn't on him. It's very much going to be my baby. So yeah, from there we had a conversation. We're talking about, okay, well, what do we do? So we're having a look at all different breeds, and we agreed that a Whippet would be the best breed for us. I hadn't personally come across any in any rescue homes anyway, so we decided not that we would be accepted for them. So we just had a look at puppies, and they're actually also a much better price. I mean, I'm not being funny, but sausage dogs are so expensive. They are one of the breeds that has gone up astronomically since the pandemic came in, because everyone wanted dogs at the start of once the pandemic was seen to be a much longer thing. The price of dogs went through the roof anyway, but particularly sausage dogs, my goodness, were they expensive. So yeah, Whippets, much more affordable, much more suited to our lifestyle. Reading up on them, they just seem to be a breed that would fit our house and, how we work and how our jobs are and all that much better. So we landed on the breed literally days before I actually found a lady who wanted, she basically had Whippet puppies because they already had a Whippet and they just wanted another one, but they wanted another one specifically from their own Whippet because she's such a wonderful dog. So then they're selling the rest of the litter as such. So I went up to see them. I desperately wanted a female. I've always wanted just to have my little girl. We're not going to have kids. I have never ever wanted children, but I've always desperately wanted dogs. So my dogs will be my children. I don't care how cringeworthy that is to anyone else, that's just how it's going to be. And, that's going to be my family, and I cannot wait for that. And so, yeah, I just wanted a girl first. I want to have ideally a girl and a boy at some point down the line, once I'm comfortable with how well trained the first one is. I could comfortably bring another one into the house, safely and sensibly. So we're way off of that yet, but yeah, that's what I would like to do. So there's only one girl left. So I went to see her, and oh my goodness, she was just absolutely beautiful. I don't know how to insert pictures into these, but I'll try and add one onto the end if I can figure it out. But she's just precious. So yeah, she's like a really dark grey, almost black Whippet. And she will be called Wendy. And I absolutely fell in love. I took my friend with me who knows a lot about dogs so that she could sort of pass opinion on what she thought about the breeder and, the situation and the dogs in general, the mum, the dad, all that sort of thing, just, to sort of make sure I'm not being scammed or taken advantage of or anything. And she was really comfortable with it all. So yeah, so that's happening. So we're picking her up on Sunday the 16th. And I cannot wait for that. This is a total dream come true. So yeah, that was on Monday that happened, and everything has been kind of, getting ready for that in the last sort of week and a half. And it doesn't feel real yet. I've been very, very anxious actually about it happening, because I just want to make sure that I do it right. So yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of lost sleep, a lot of excitement and all that sort of stuff. But in terms of other plans, before I went to see her on the Monday, me and my husband went to have afternoon tea at the venue that we got married in, and that was lovely. That was a really nice thing to do, just the two of us. I think we're going to make that an annual thing for like our sort of New Year tradition. We're not sure yet. And we've also booked a room for our wedding anniversary because we didn't get to stay. Just to point out what I'm doing now, what you're about to see is me lay down the entirety of Friday and realise that I'd repeated the plans from Tuesday, I believe. So is it from Tuesday or was it from Wednesday? Anyway, one of the days I've repeated. But basically why that is because I got my new personal planner, personal size planner. Sorry, that wasn't a burp. That was like a really weird, my throat just caught itself then. so I had an A6 planner last year as my sort of write in what's happening as I go to then put it in my planner at a later date. And it's just a different layout. So I was looking at Wednesday's plans, thinking it was Friday's plans, and didn't pick up on the fact that I'd already done it a couple of days before in my planner. So I had to pick it all up and relay it all again, but that's absolutely fine. Then on Tuesday, I went and paid the deposit for her to make sure that no one else could, take her from me. And then it just was a few days of feeling really spaced out and really emotional. I didn't sleep. I was really wired and, watching a million videos, even though I've done loads of research over the years on dog training, crate training, all that sort of stuff. But my stress level of worrying that I'd missed something just went through the roof. So I was very intensely watching video after video after video. Then on Wednesday, I saw my counsellor. I am feeling like I'm getting more and more out of my counselling sessions now, which is good. I feel like there's actual noticeable progress being made in a lot of places, and that's really encouraging. I filmed a sticker haul that I haven't posted yet, just because, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure that I'm happy with it as a video. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm just trying to go through, edit, check that I'm happy with everything, and eventually I'll probably post it, but I don't know. Then we had pulled pork, and then I organised all of the stickers that I'd hauled. Then on Thursday, I've pulled in one of the calendar stickers again from Crafts by Towie. I did that earlier in the week as well, just to mark that I had a long day. My diet went out of the window this week. The week that I'm doing this voiceover as well, I've just wanted to eat everything in sight, and I think it is the underlying nerves for picking her up on Sunday. I think my body, I have always had a very strong emotional relationship with food, which is part of what I'm trying to work through in counselling. And I've just wanted to eat all of the bad foods all day long. So I did cave and have mac and cheese for lunch this day. Then we went and picked up a load of stuff to get us started at Pets at Home. And then we watched The Apprentice because that had just started, and we caught up on Book of Boba Fett. I had a wisdom tooth appointment on Friday. You can't see that yet because I am pulling up all of the stickers that I laid down. Oh my gosh, it's maddening. And, the most painful bit was I was thinking, I'm going to have to lose that purple scallop circle. That was what was hurting me the most. So I was like, no, I'm not losing that purple scallop circle. I'm going to just try and cautiously change the icons and white out, another yawn, and white out the middle of the circle and rewrite it. So thank goodness I was able to somewhat save Friday and not rip up half the page, but yeah. So then I went to Cardiff and I had dinner with my mum and dad and sister, and that was lovely. And we played some board games. It's really fun actually at the moment. Me and my husband are really into board games. And whenever I go home, I introduce my family to whatever the latest thing is that, we've bought or we've played with friends or whatever, and they always get hooked on it, and then I always get a text whenever I'm coming home, or can you bring this, can you bring that, and the latest one is called Quacks of Quedlinburg, and those of you that are into board games probably already heard of it, but basically it's a game where you're on your board, you're making a potion, and you have these little counters that go around, and you can't exceed a certain number of a specific type of counter, and you've just got to kind of each round decide how you want to play the game, sort of choose numbers over different opportunities and such, and they really like the way that game is played out. So that was really good fun. And then we also played a game called Survive Escape from Atlantis, and that went down really well. And then when I got home from that, I just spent some time organising where everything was going to be, where I wanted all of her beds. She has 3 different places in the house that she'll be able to see, because she'll need to be in my view, in my field of vision at all times whilst she's doing toilet training. And when I work from home, I work upstairs, so I couldn't really have her downstairs. So she is going to have, she's got a nice little bed next to me for when she's here, so that if I can see, when she's woken up from her nap and stuff, I can immediately take her out to the toilet and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I organised where I wanted all that to be, and then got an early night. On Saturday, I woke up in a horrific mood, and I think it is just the pressure of the week building and the complete lack of sleep. But very it's sort of like an angry house clean. So I don't know if anyone else does this from time to time, but when I'm in a horrible, horrible mood, cleaning the house tends to give me the physical, get out the physical frustration, because I'm cleaning and I'm, organising everything and wiping down countertops and moving things around and whatnot, whilst also allowing me the time to I'll put my headphones in and have music on, so I'll be able to be in my own little zone, trying to process what on earth is happening and what I'm trying to do. But yeah, so we cleaned the whole house. Then we cancelled our anniversary trip because the place wasn't dog friendly. So we had to cancel that, and we rearranged to go and stay at the hotel for one night. And then, I was naughty and had a McDonald's that night. Then on Sunday I went and had lunch with one of my friends from work, and we had such a lovely time. It was lovely. Sometimes you just need your girl time, and it was that. And then we went and sought out some ice cream afterwards. We tried to go to my favourite place, but turns out they were closed for renovations. So then we walked back over to where we'd started and just got some from like a generic dessert shop, and it was still good. It still hit the ice cream spot, but it wasn't exactly what I had in mind. So these bubble bath stickers that I'm popping down now, I ordered that as a custom from Paper Trail Plans, and I absolutely love how it fits with the spread, so I'll definitely be ordering more of those when they release the custom scripts. But that's the whole of the spread. Thank you so much for watching, and in the next one I'm sure I will be talking non-stop about Wendy when she's here, and how everything went with picking her up. So hopefully that's okay, and I will see you in the next one.